city sights? Okay. So we got on the bus finally. And we're gonna get ready for a city sight tour. You notice we're all masked up. So the bus is kind of a nice bus. What? Clean. We had to sanitize our hands getting on. But other than that, all looks pretty good. Let's see what.
Bueno, can you hear me now? Yeah. Perfect. Okay, welcome guys, welcome to Puerto Vallarta. I was telling you that my name is Gloria. I'm gonna be your tour guide today. At least 4 hours and a half, okay? But the most important person that we have today is our driver, Bernie. Bernie is the one that is gonna take us to the place that we're gonna visit and return you to the Marina Pier safe. Also, is gonna offer you some welcome drinks later with tequila. This is the line of tequila. Do you like tequila? Yeah.
Why not?
That is one of the most important things that we have in our diet. Today is gonna be the same for you, okay? You're at Jalisco. That is gonna be your Mexican breakfast. So Bernardo cannot drink tequila, so please be careful about that, okay? If he drinks tequila, this is gonna be extreme tour, and I'm gonna charge you twice, okay? So you saw all the people here, and we have a lot of companies at Puerto Vallarta that are gonna visit the same places. I'm gonna put a sticker on you. This is gonna be my Mexican microchip, okay? That way you forget my name after tequila. So just a moment, please. And then I'm gonna give you the information about the places that we're gonna visit. Just a moment, please. Okay guys, so I'm gonna give you the information about the places that we're gonna visit. If I don't mention you a place that somebody promised, let me know and we will talk about that, okay? Now we're going straight to the oldest section of Puerto Vallarta. I don't know if you hear about Malecón, the Boardwalk. That is gonna be our first stop. We're gonna take a small walk along this place. Actually, the main attraction to stop here is to show you the Church of the Lady Guadalupe. At the church, we're gonna give you around 10 minutes to go inside, take some pictures, confess your sins, but please, no more than 10 minutes. I think it's enough time, right? So also you will find, no? So you can go inside only to take some pictures because we won't have enough time. Now, after this, we're gonna walk to the second section of the Old Town. Guys, I don't know if you hear about the Mexican fire opal. Do you hear about that sun? That is the sun that represents Mexico. We got 24 colors from Magdalena, Jalisco. We're gonna stop in town at the Boardwalk. That is a really important place from Puerto Vallarta. So maybe you're gonna find some people trying to sell you bracelets. You have to be careful. Sometimes they will tell you that it's real silver and it's Mexican fire opal. But it's not opal, it's plastic. And it's not silver, it's the one that we call alpaca. Alpaca is a different material. In a month, it's gonna turn in a different color. Even if you try to clean it, it's gonna stay in a different color. Actually, later I'm gonna explain you a little bit about the silver and the Mexican fire opal, how you can identify a real fire opal. Now, after that, actually there, Bernardo is gonna offer you some welcome drinks. We're gonna serve some drinks because we're gonna walk, and it's a little bit hot for you, right? This is the last month from summer. So that's why the humidity is so high. Actually, the last month was really hot, and that was the last month for the rainy season. So we're gonna give you a drink. We're gonna offer you a drink. And also we can use bathroom service with no charge, okay? After this, we're gonna say goodbye to Puerto Vallarta and we're gonna drive straight to the south, to the tropical area. We're gonna stop at Mismaloya, but that is just a viewpoint. I don't know if you hear about the Night of the Iguana. The Night of the Iguana was the first movie film at Vallarta, 1963, 1964. And actually, thanks to that movie, Vallarta became famous. I'm gonna be honest with you. For me, the movie's not good. But thanks to Liz Taylor, this place became famous. Actually, Liz Taylor and Richard were lovers, so that's why the biggest scandal. And they bought 2 houses behind the Lady Guadalupe church, the one that we're gonna visit. So that's why Vallarta became really famous. I'm gonna show you the set of the movie, but for me, the main attraction to stop there is to show you the beach. This is the 6th most beautiful that we have at the side of Puerto Vallarta. At Vallarta has municipality, we believe that we have 10 most beautiful beaches, and all of them are located at the south. Sometimes the water is so clear that you can see the fish from the viewpoint. We are the octopus season. Sometimes we can see them from the viewpoint. So we're gonna stop there only to take some pictures, and after that, we're gonna drive back to Puerto Vallarta and we're gonna drop you off at the Marina Pier. We're gonna be back around 2:30, 3 o'clock. Is that okay with you? Yeah? Any complaint, anything else? Everything all right? Perfect. Okay, guys, I don't know if you saw from the ship the form of the bay. This is like a horseshoe. Actually, the bay is divided. We got 2 states and 3 different municipalities. At the north side, we have the state of Nayarit and the municipality of Bahía de Banderas. This belongs to Jalisco. Actually, the real name of this place is Puerto Ignacio Luis Vallarta. Can you repeat that?
No.
Luis Vallarta. Almost. After the kill, I'm gonna ask you again. Okay? Maybe we can speak at least Spanglish. You can practice with me. So that is the second name of Vallarta. Just to make it easier, we call it Puerto Vallarta. And the south is Cabo Corrientes. So I told you that we're gonna walk in town. Just in town, we have the official symbol of Puerto Vallarta, that is a sculpture. But you will see when we go to the tropical area that we have a lot of beautiful vegetation. But most of the trees that you're gonna find are palm trees. Do you like coconut? How many kind of coconuts do you know that we can eat? What? Coconut water? Another one? No? Just at Puerto Vallarta, we have a really nice driver. That's why he cannot drink tequila. That's why we have to give you tequila. You're in Mexico. You have the best view. Okay, so I told you that we have 160 different kind of palm trees at Puerto Vallarta, but in all over the country, we have around 600 different. But coconuts that you can eat, we have only just 3. The smallest one, for us, is like a candy. It's really good. We call that coyul or coyol. Here, we have another one that is a little bit bigger. That became really important, and maybe you hear about that one. That is the coconut oil. That became famous and important because the oil, you can use that for cosmetic, sunscreen, to cook. Actually, later, we're gonna be able to taste a candy made out of the coconut oil. And the biggest one is the most famous, coconut water. But here, around along the road, you're gonna find different colors of coconut water. It could be 4: brown, green, yellow, and orange. But it's the same, coconut water. There is a palm tree that we use more for decoration. Actually, you're gonna see it next to the church with a small coconut. That coconut is changing the color 3 times. The first color is green, then yellow, and the last color is red. When it's red, the people think it's another kind of fruit. So if you try to eat one of them, you're gonna have some stomach problems. I don't know if you hear about Mexican revenge. So don't try them. We have a lot of trees with fruit, but that one is not really good for you, for your stomach. So we want to select something natural to represent Puerto Vallarta. If we select a tree, it's gonna be a palm tree. We use that for palapas. Do you know palapas? It's the material that we have, that we use on the road. Because the coconut, there is a drink that you're gonna find in town that we call tuba, and the coconut. Okay, that's why it's really important. But if we select a tree, a flower, is gonna be bougainvillea. At Vallarta, you will find many colors. Do you have any idea about how many? Actually, take a look at this hotel, this resort. Sheraton Bougainvillea, talking about bougainvilleas. When they opened this place in 1990, all the facade was covered from 20 different colors of bougainvillea. And you can find them here at the Vallarta. So that's why we want to select something like this. Does somebody have been here before? How many years ago? At Vallarta? 4 years ago? 2 years? 6? So you can see that we have a new constructions actually in town, at the old town. This Vallarta is changing every day. Actually, it's getting bigger every day. Let me tell you something. Vallarta is one of the friendly cities on the world. But the real local people is only 30% of the population. Actually, the other 70% are from different countries and different states. So the population from Puerto Vallarta for the city is around 400,000 people living here. For all the municipality are only 600,000 people. So it's not a big city or a big municipality, but I think it's one of the most beautiful that we have at Mexico. Have you been at Cancun? Cancun is a paradise. It's also a beautiful place. Vallarta is also paradise, but are really different beauties. Cancun is flat, and Vallarta is not the same thing. Around 85% of this municipality are only hills. Actually, later, when we go to the south, we're gonna see a residential area that is on the top of the hill. And for me, that is a really nice place to live. I'm gonna explain you later why. Now you're gonna feel a little massage. This is included on the tour, okay? Don't worry. We won't charge you for that. It's because the kind of street we have. This is the beginning of the downtown area. This is one of the oldest colonies that we have at Puerto Vallarta. But guys, downtown area and Old Town are two different things. Downtown area is more like a colony or neighborhood, and the Old Town is the oldest section of Puerto Vallarta. And the beginning is also at the Boardwalk. We're gonna see it later. Take a look at the bougainvilleas that we have as a decoration at the sidewalk. Yeah, you can. There is one that is a mix. It's like emerald and white, and it's really nice. You can see it only at the side of the bay, at the tropical area. They're selling you the view, and rents are really expensive. So if you want to buy something, do behind that street or that section. So take a look at this sculpture that we have there. The Millenniums is the name of the beautiful work, and the artist is from Guadalajara. Alfonso Baños is the name of the artist. Actually, most of the artists are from Guadalajara. That is the capital of the state. Have you been there? The capital? Have you been at Tlaquepaque? Tlaquepaque is a really nice municipality near to Guadalajara. And we have a lot of galleries and actually mariachis. We have a lot of mariachis in that section. Now, the oldest sculpture that we have at Puerto Vallarta is the one that you're gonna see at the end of the next street. We get 37 years with this beautiful work at the Boardwalk. The artist was from Holland, but he was living here at Puerto Vallarta. Take a look at this one here. That is a monument to love. Ramis Barquet was the name of the artist, and again, he was from Holland. Now the next one at Tlaquepaque, we have the original. The one out here at Puerto Vallarta is just a copy. That was a gift. Jonas Gutierrez is the name of the artist, but it's also the name of that work. You can see two different materials. Can you see it? Just the belly is a piece of obsidian. That was really expensive for the artist. And Jonas, the rock eater, is the name of the work. Now the next one is one of my favorites. I want to ask you for a favor. Just a moment, please. The next one was put on this place in 2011. Okay, take a look this one. I want to ask you for a favor. Look at that one. Take a look at that one and tell me what do you think is that sculpture? What do you see? Is that a seahorse? No, is that a seahorse?
A dragon.
Unicorn. Maybe you saw the colors. At the back side, it's a different color because the artist told us that if you touch a beautiful work, you're gonna have good luck. So we try. We touch the bag all the time. That's why you can see the colors. That is a good look unicorn. This one is the nature has a mother. Now the next one, if you visit Guadalajara, there is something like the one that we have here. It's the same artist, but the one at Guadalajara is dedicated to art. Take a look please at the end of the street to the right side. This is dedicated to the ocean, to the bay. Monsters of the sea or the wastemen of the sea. Alejandro Colunga is the name of the artist. Actually, he's from Guadalajara. The next one is also one of my favorites. And the artist is actually from Culiacán, Sinaloa. But he has a really nice gallery here at Puerto Vallarta, like 2 blocks from here. Take a look at that one. Okay, we think those are like aliens. We are not sure about that. But the reason is because the war was put on this place in 1999. That was to celebrate the new millennium. In Search of the Reason is the name of this work. And Sergio Bustamante is the name of the artist. So if you want to see more about this guy, I told you he has a gallery like 2 blocks from here. We're gonna get off. Guys, we have a really important rule on this bus. We're gonna keep the same seats. I don't want internet revolution, so we're gonna keep the same seats. If you wanna leave something here at the bus, it's gonna be safe. Bernardo is gonna be on board all the time. Remember, Bernardo is gonna drop us off here, but he's gonna pick us up in a different area. So just a moment and then we're gonna get off. I love more the side of the bay. You will see that today. Okay guys, we have more people coming?
Yeah.
Okay guys, somebody, I told you that this new design is since 2011. Somebody, it's a local, is telling to the local people that this new design is very special. It's not unique. Actually, he told us that it's a copy from one Boardwalk that is located in Spain. For us, this is still special. You can see these little things that we have along the place that used to be our street. This represents peyote. Do you know peyote? No? Peyote is a kind of a cactus. It is a drop that people use to take contact with the god in ceremony. Some of the gods, you're going to find it on this sign that we have on the floor. So this design belongs to the Huichol art. So Huichol culture belongs to Mexico. You cannot find this out of this country. I think it's still unique. So we're going to walk this way, please.
Follow Gloria.
put on this place like 6 months ago. This is really new. Actually, the artist is not from Puerto Vallarta, he's from Puebla, but he's living in Puerto Vallarta. Jovian is the name of the artist. And you can see some paint on the body. That is because the name of the work, rain. Rain is the name of the work. So Jovian again is the name of the artist, and this was a gift from Corsica. Corsica is the name of the gallery that is located 6 blocks from this place. Okay, we're gonna walk to Rizona Nereida. Take a look at the design that we have here. This is a Peyote Flower. This flower is the one that you're going to find in every retail board. We have 3 different designs of Peyote Flower along the boardwalk. The most beautiful, you're going to sit in front of the seahorse, our symbol. We're going to walk. Santa Barbara, California, they have a copy of this one. Actually, you can find it in many states of Mexico. You get 31 copies of Mexico, and there is one at Santa Barbara, California. The one at Santa Barbara, California was a gift. We have the dolphins, that is more like a French symbol, and they have done en Nereida. Now, I was talking about the design that we have on the floor. Take a look, this one here. This represents a visit that we have every winter on this day. You have any idea about this? Well, we have one from November to March. Actually, from December to March. That is the real season that we have at Puerto Vallarta. Sometimes in February, January and February, you can see them from here. Well,
They're going south or they're going north?
they are going to the south. And they are coming from the north, and they're going to the south, and then they will go back. Is like a beach of the dead or a beach of the dead bodies, but it's just a name. It's not a dangerous area, okay? Actually, that is one of the
de una de las amigas de Carito.
So this is to recognize my family. Know what is my body, okay? Bien amigos, familia de Enrique, pásenlo por favor por este lado.
I don't know this. You can ask. But our next stop is going to be at the church. And next to it, we have a jewelry. You can go there if you want. You can wait for us at the church. Yeah.
This is where you can use the restroom.
Yeah. They're coming with you. And it's the same family that we're going to do later. So that is going to be close. Okay.
Puerto Vallarta, amigos, the same.
Oh, the pole is at the beginning. No, it's not. Oh, the one here is not the pole. Oh no, that was from
They had
Cina there.
a Kachina there for Diaz de la Muertos. Oh yeah, you should.
So I'm talking about the ones that twirl down.
No, I told you the pole is actually you can't see
They
it
had
from
this all
here.
decorated with all the Kachinas from
They're flying now.
Malacan.
But
They were
it's at the
gigantic.
beginning
Yeah,
of
it
the
was
pole.
terrific.
Thank God you were here to
Welcome everybody. Thanks for support. My friends, thank you for your support. Gracias. Gracias por su contribución.
Tony.
Kansas City,
$3
Okay, guys. Most of the time, the people is asking me about the cathedral of Puerto Vallarta, but this is not a cathedral. Ours, I told you, is at Guadalajara, that is the capital of the state. But the one near to this section is the Pic Nayarit, that is the neighbor state. Now, this church is the most beautiful and the most important that we have from all the day. The biggest celebration here is from on December. We have 12 days of celebration. The last day, I think, is really nice. We have the happy birthday to the Lady Guadalupe, as mañanitas. But this is not really all. The first, actually there was a little chapel before this, but that was dedicated to San Jose. That was the saint patron of this place. 1918, they start building this place. But the last thing that was built is the crown. The crown and the road were built in 1951. That was to celebrate the first centenary of the foundation of Puerto Vallarta. Now, this is a Catholic church. You will find the same things that you can find in other Catholic churches, but for me, the 14th station are a piece of art. All the way to the end, from the main entrance, you will see the Lady Guadalupe, that looks like a paint. That is the top. The original is Mexico City. That is the most important place for the Catholic people. Now, in the upper part, you can find 4 murals that the Señor Ramirez Guareña tried to paint it 4 times that the Lady Guadalupe appeared to the Indian Juan Diego. So you can go, you can take pictures, you can film, but please, I recommend you to do that, respect to the people there, okay? There is a guy at the corner with some Mexican candy. So I'm gonna be waiting for you there. I'm gonna give you 10 minutes. Actually, no, 15 minutes. In case I wanna walk around or shopping. Because the other one that we're gonna visit is just a silver and gold gallery, okay? So 15 minutes, I'm gonna be waiting for you in the corner, and then I'm gonna let you know when it's time to go to the other section.
Beautiful church.
Adelante, los dos carreras sabemos iguana. Está muy bonito.
She said, say don't do what?
Wear a hat. And be respectful to natural curves. Go. Dance it, baby. Oh wait, you're on camera, you're in trouble. Uh-oh. You know, I don't know what I can do. Oh, there it is. Somebody taking a picture?
Yeah.
They used to eat the trees. That's about all I got. There must be something up there, a fruit or something. A monkey?
Is there a monkey?
No, I wish.
Actually, yeah, you have to be careful. If you come back to Puerto Vallarta, you used to eat one. So you just come to this section. Maybe the people will still very old. But ask, hey, what do you want?
That's what she just said. Watch out for those.
Just jumped on me.
He fell right out of the tree.
She said, watch out.
Came out of the tree.
Yeah.
Like a girl.
Landed right on me.
Being like a girl.
It's just a little iguana. The big ones are the ones you want to watch out for.
Hey, dude, how you doing?
There he goes.
He would have fallen on you.
Oh, look at that. That thing is huge.
Where?
Straight in the tree. You should be able to do it.
On the limb. Just laying there.
Yeah.
I told you that sometimes they will tell you that that is real silver and it's Mexican fire opal. But when you touch the opal, again, it's plastic and it's not silver. It's a factor. So it's really easy to identify a real fire opal. This is the way that you can find the opal on the mine. If you look under any light inside of the stone, you can see some. Let me show you. You can see like fire, different colors. We got 24 colors from Magdalena, Jalisco. Magdalena, Jalisco is located like 5 hours from here, 2 hours from Guadalajara, Jalisco. Now, we got 24 colors. 925 is not the best quality of silver. It's the lowest one. The highest one is 990, but it's also the most expensive. So anywhere at Mexico, if you want to buy something, even if it's a small thing, they have to give you a paper guarantee. Because if they don't give you a paper guarantee, maybe it's not a good place. So you have to be careful. This family, they have the factory next to this gallery. Okay? So here, if you need something, they can help you. Actually, they will offer you a discount if you're coming in person.
You have a 30% discount on everything you like.
Make your deal. Make your deal because this is a factory. Okay? Now I'm gonna be at the corner. I told you that we have some welcome drinks. We're gonna have paloma, that is with tequila, and we have soda. And we have bathroom service with no charge. Now our boss is gonna pick us up in front in 20 minutes. We're leaving in 20 minutes. Anything that you need, I'm gonna be at the bar. Okay? So enjoy the time. This is the corner. And we're going straight to the tropical area. We call that section tropical because more vegetation, less constructions. So I told you that today you're gonna see two faces from the bay, where all the constructions and the city is located and all the nature that we have at the south. Now at the end of the street, we have Playa Los Muertos. I told you that Playa Los Muertos is like a beach of the dead or beach of the dead bodies, but it's just a name. Again, it's not a dangerous area. That is one of the most traditional places that we have for our local people. And now, romantic area are only two streets. The one that is next to Playa Los Muertos and the one that we're gonna take to go out of the city. Basilio, Vadillo, and Olas Altas. So we call this section romantic because the bars, cafes, restaurants, but no more McDonald's, no more Burger King, no Domino's Pizza. If you are looking for the kind of places, you have to go to the other section. No Starbucks in this place. Actually, we love tacos. You know that we love tacos. We have a lot of kind of tacos at Vallarta in Mexico. So this section, you will find a lot of places with tacos. Now let me show you this place at the corner on the right side. This restaurant, and it is still busy. That is just for breakfast. That is one of the best places for breakfast in this place. On Sunday, it's not a good idea for the visitors to come here because it's busy. It's our day off. For the local people, it's a tradition to come here. So it's busy. Now they have the competition at the same street. We got 10 blocks, and you can find like 35 different restaurants. We have Italian, we have French, we have Canadian, but the most important all the time is gonna be Mexican. We have Café de Olla back there, but the competition from the restaurant back there, Freddy's Tucan is the name of the restaurant, and the Pancake House is the competition. This one. Actually, in front, you can see the menu. If you see the one here and the one back there is the same, but the flavor is not the same. The one back there is local, so he has a local flavor. The one from the Pancake House, the lady in charge of the kitchen is Canadian, so the flavor is not the same, but both are really good, are delicious. Now we're gonna go more to the south. Some of you have been at Cancun. I told you that Cancun is a beautiful place, it's a paradise, but it's flat. And Puerto Vallarta is not the same thing. 85% of this municipality are only hills. But please, now crossing the street, on the left side, you're gonna see the blown glass factory. And around the factory, we have the ceramic factory. We have 3 different factories: silver and gold, blown glass, and ceramic. If you wanna learn, if you wanna see the process, you can go to any place and they will give you like express tour with no charge. So this, I love the blown glass factory. They have beautiful works. Now 85% of these municipality are only hills, so we believe that the most beautiful buildings are on the top of the hills. I want to show you a house. Actually, this house belongs to a guy from Jalisco. Take a look to the left. This one here, that house. This is one. 20 rooms, one owner, one house. I love that construction because the house was built in a hill to have one of the best views from the old town. Now it's gone. Some apartments are in front. You can see how all the high construction that we have here. 10 years ago, the limit for the buildings was 5 levels. Now you can see all the high constructions. Actually, the owner of the house back there is from Guadalajara. I think he's one of the richest Mexicans living here at Vallarta, because he's also owner one of the famous hotels that we have down here. The name of this resort used to be Mesa del Mar. His name is Alejandro Mesa. Now this is the last section of the city, the last section of the old town and romantic area. Do you see Predator movie? The first one. Do you know that around 80% of that movie was filmed at Puerto Vallarta? No? There is a place up in the jungle that we call the Eden, Boca de Tomatlan, and there is another restaurant now that is really famous that used to be Chino's Paradise. So 80% of that movie was filmed at Puerto Vallarta. Yeah, that was filmed here in 1985, but the movie says that it's 1987. Actually, many movies were filmed at Puerto Vallarta. One of my favorites is the Chihuahua, though, from Beverly Hills. The first one. Yeah, the first one was filmed at the Old Town, Sayulita, and this section. Now, take a look down here. Take a look to the right side. We have Amapas. Amapas is the name of the residential area and the name of the beach. We have, I told you that we have 7 most beautiful beaches, and all of them are located in the south. This is going to be the first one. And around 20% of the movie Revenge was filmed in this place, 1990, with Anthony Quinn and Kevin Costner. Now, if you look to the left, you're going to find this street. This one. This is going to take you to a residential area. Conchas Chinas is the name of the place. But there is a sign back there that says Ocho Cascadas. Ocho Cascadas is like 8 cascades or 8 waterfalls. Actually, there is a building, 9 levels. In each level, they have a swimming pool with the water running from the pool in the top to the pool in the bottom. So it's like 8 different waterfalls. That's why the name. But the real name of the residential area is Conchas Chinas. For me, this is the most beautiful place to live at Vallarta. Take a look all the beautiful vegetation that we have here. They have beautiful vegetation, beautiful houses, but the best is the view. They have the best view from Puerto Vallarta. But there is only one big problem. We don't have local people living here. This is the most expensive place to live. Actually, the owners, they don't live there. 92% of the owners are from the United States and Canada. 6% are from other countries. Only 2% are Mexican, but no local people. Actually, I went to a tour. They're selling houses there. They were selling 7 houses. The less expensive was 7 million American dollars. No pesos, American dollars. So that's what we call the Beverly Hills of Puerto Vallarta. Now take a look at this resort that we have on this place. This is the oldest one on this section, on this side of the bay. Was born as Camino Real, 1969. Like 20 years ago, the name was changed to Dreams. Now it's Hyatt, Ziva. But 1987, all the staff from Predator movie stayed here. Arnold, Jesse Ventura, Bill Duke, they stay here 6 months to film only 80% of that movie. Actually, the new name of this place is Hyatt, Ziva. And take a look, all the vegetation. I told you about the coconut that we have different kind of coconuts. You will find a lot of trees with fruit on this section, all depend of season. Do you like mango? We got like 4 different kind of mango in this place. Do you know the jackfruit? Okay, that, according to the information that we have, the jackfruit is coming from the Philippines. But the biggest plantation that we have at Mexico is at the neighbor state. I told you that at the tequila, they will give you, or they will offer you like 4 or 5 different samples, but some of them are flavors. There is a company or a family that they're doing some jackfruit tequila, and it's really good. Actually, if they have some of that flavor, I recommend you to try it. We're gonna stop at Miss Maloya. I told you that we're gonna stop there only to take some pictures. And I told you that sometimes the water is really clear. But now we have a lot of problems with the highways because the weather is changing. So that's why sometimes you're gonna see the water is not really clear on this section. And I told you that you cannot get lost at Puerto Vallarta. So you can see it here. Yeah, because we have the one that is going to take you to the south and the one that is going to take you back to the city. But at Nayarit, it's really easy to get lost because they have different ways. Now the humidity is going really high, but we have like, I don't know, 60% humidity. When it's 100%, you cannot see the form of the bay. It's all white. But now you can see it. I told you that the form of the bay is like a horseshoe. Now, I don't know if you heard about Nuevo Vallarta. Nuevo Vallarta is located at the side of the bay. When we have people from that place, sometimes they're telling me that that is the nicer, that is really nice. And it's the new section of Puerto Vallarta. That is not part of Puerto Vallarta. That is just a residential and hotel zone, but that is from the state of Nayarit. So it's located at the south. That is just a touristic area, but it's not even a town, okay? Now, I love Vallarta. I told you that I think this is a paradise, but according to the touristic information, the bay is really special. This is the 10th most beautiful bay that we have in all over the country. It is the deepest and the cleanest bay that we have in this country. Actually, it's the 3rd largest bay that we have at Mexico. Now, some of you have been at Cancun. Maybe you heard, or maybe you saw that most of the beaches we have there are private. In Puerto Vallarta, it's not the same thing. Actually, if you go to Nayarit, it's the same problem as Cancun, but no here. All the beaches that we have here are public places. Actually, in this section, we have beautiful places, beautiful beaches. We have down there. You can see the color of the water. That is gonna look really different than the one that we have, yeah, in front of the boardwalk. Actually, there is a lot of boats coming here for snorkeling. It's really nice. And we have the bungee jump. Actually, this was the second extreme sport that appeared at Puerto Vallarta, the 90s. The first one was parasailing, or yeah, parasailing. We have now the canopy and zip lining. We have many companies in this section. Yeah. This is only one.
Only one F?
Okay, so we just got back from the bus tour. Doing pretty good on time. We got a couple hours. That was a 4-hour tour. Left around 9:30. It's about 2 o'clock here now. So we got 2 hours till we got to get back on the ship.